Hello everybody, it's Lauren from Breathe Deeply and Smile, and I'm here as part of the Fit Approach Holiday Sweat Fest, and I'm super excited to be on Facebook Live on the Fit Approach page. So comment and say hi. Feel free to ask any questions throughout. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how this phone situation will work, so just bear with me. I've only gone live like once on my page, but feel free to follow me at Breathe Deeply and Smile. It's the same Breathe Deeply and Smile on Instagram as well, and I'll share that again at the end. So I'm doing some meditation and deep breathing exercises tonight. Spoiler alert, you don't have to have done meditation or deep breathing before. The biggest things I'm going to say to remember right now are just getting in a comfortable space if you can, or finding the little corner of your place. Hi, Nick and Elizabeth. Yay, people are watching and it's working. Find just a comfortable place that you want to be at, and just keep in mind there's no wrong way to meditate or do deep breathing. I think the biggest thing I see with people, or I hear from people when meditation's brought up, is that they get stressed out, like that they can't shut off their brain, or they don't think they're doing it right. I don't think that's true at all. A little bit about me. I am a crazy runner lady, and I'm also an avid yogi, and I teach yoga sculpt at a Core Power Studio here in Baltimore, where I live. I've gotten into meditation in my own personal life. I found it really helpful to deal with like some anxieties and stuff. I use an app called Headspace, which is really popular, and another one called Insight Timer that has guided meditations. And I found that adding that into my daily routine is super helpful. I've kind of like fallen off the bandwagon of doing it every day. So I'm just kind of doing it sporadically, but I want to get into a routine of it again. In my professional life, I'm an occupational therapist by day. So I've done a lot of research out there that's on deep breathing and meditation, and I've used it in my practice. Some just like deep breathing exercises with adults who I see having anxiety, and I've also used it extensively with the pediatric population. When I did my rotation in a psych hospital working with a lot of kids with anxiety and different things, doing some meditations, guided meditations, and just deep breathing exercises was super helpful. So I'm not like a certified meditation person or expert, but I'll share any of the sources I have for some of the stuff I'm going to be leading you guys through. And like I said, I do teach a little bit of yoga and use it in my professional life, and have read some research on it. So I'm sharing a couple different types of exercises. We'll start with some deep breathing and then go into the more, I'd say, structured meditation. Again, biggest thing to remember is just finding a place where you're comfortable. I'm going to say also try to do it at the same time of day. I think that's really helpful. When I was doing it every day, I was doing it before bed, which I really liked, kind of just like getting into that Zen place, putting away my phone, not having, scrolling through Instagram. I found it really helpful to just kind of like quiet down and get ready for bed. So I think it's helpful if you can get into a routine of doing it at the same time every day. Also, you can get the benefits of deep breathing and meditation from just doing it for a few minutes during the day. Obviously, if you can do it for 10, 20 minutes or more, you're going to get greater benefits, but I find even just doing like a quick deep breathing exercise is super helpful. So don't think that it needs to be this like huge chunk of your day. It's been shown, deep breathing, which kind of goes along with meditation, has been shown to help your immune system, lower your blood pressure, help your heart, your digestion. If you've ever been to like a traditional kind of vinyasa yoga class, they'll call it the pranayama, controlled breathing. So it's kind of used in yoga too with movement. But things that are happening with deep breathing, which we're going to start with, is when you're expanding your lungs, your vagus nerve, which is a nerve connection from your brain that goes outward to all your major organs, releases acetylcholine, which is this neurotransmitter, and it tells your heart to slow down. So it's literally like by filling up your lungs, you're literally telling your body to just like calm the F down. I also come from a science background, and being in like the healthcare medical world, I'm like really interested by that, and I think that's like crazy. that you can literally just like fill up your lungs and tell your body to just like chill. So we're gonna start with a deep breathing exercise. Like I said, for this, it's gonna be a really simple, short one. So I just need you to get comfortable. So first of all, deep breathing, most people aren't taking like big breaths throughout the day, expanding your belly fully. So what I'm gonna have you do is breathe through your nose, a big breath, and as you're breathing in, expand your belly. So fill your whole belly with air. I have found before I started like doing deep breathing exercises, I was doing this wrong, and I'd be breathing in through my nose, kind of like sucking my stomach in and kind of going like this, but you're not filling this all with air. So big inhale through your nose, expand your belly out, and then breathe out through your nose. Big exhale. So just practice that. You can place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest, so that as you breathe in and inhale, feel your belly expand out and rise full of air. And then as you exhale through your nose, get rid of all that air and feel your belly lower. You can do this one seated. I really like doing it lying on the ground. And I find actually doing my meditations and deep breathing just like lying on my bedroom floor is the most comfortable to me. So for this exercise, I want you, now that I've kind of explained it, and I'll explain it again, try to just take 3 full deep breaths in and out. Big inhale, expanding your belly out in through your nose, and big exhale through your nose, allowing your belly to lower. Also, I know it's funny that my handle is Breathe Deeply and Smile, and I'm here talking about deep breathing, but it's been a personal mantra before it was my Instagram handle and blog name. So super simple. Just inhale through your nose, expand your belly out. Exhale through your nose, feel your belly lower. So do that 3 times. Like I said, this is just a super easy way to kind of calm your body through breathing. Is definitely the best way to just like chill. Even the simple exercise of just taking 3 big, full belly deep breaths, maybe like when you're in a situation where you can't escape for too long, like you have company over and you just need to like run into the bathroom and take 3 big deep breaths. Awesome. So I hope you had time to do that. The next exercise is a breathing one. It's something I've read about recently. I'm not sure of like all the source material, but it's said to be, there's a guy who used to be a Navy SEAL that says they use this. It's really good when you're stressed out or emotional. So I want you to imagine a square like this. I find the visualization really helps. And there's also apps out there called like box breathing, which is what we're gonna do, that have like literally like a square, or there's ones where there's like a circle that like expands, and if visually that helps you, that's cool. So this one, it's going to be the same thing, just inhales and exhales. You're going to be inhaling for 4 counts. So inhale, I do it through my nose, but I guess you could do it through your mouth too. But big inhale through your nose for a count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale. Hold your breath for 4 counts. And then you exhale for 4 counts. So not a lot of stuff to remember. I know there's also other types of breathing, like things you might hear, like 6, 7, 8, and stuff like that. But I find sometimes like counting or trying to be like, I can't hold my breath for that many counts, like stresses me out, which is like totally not the point of breathing. So I really like that it's just like 4, 4, 4. Inhale for 4, hold your breath for 4, and then exhale for 4. And then you can sit and wait for a count of 4 before repeating. So it's just like all counts of 4. So big inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. And then exhale for a count of 4. And then you can wait for 4 seconds before repeating. And there's no like set number of times you should do this. Just keep repeating until you feel more blissful and calm and centered. Also, like I said, besides that, there's apps that show like a square diagram or different visualizations. You could also, if it helps you, maybe to do something while you're sitting still, you can trace your finger in a square pattern while you're doing it. So remember, oh yeah, Elizabeth said it's 4-part breath. Yeah, I've just seen it a lot, like I guess called as like box breathing. So I guess somebody's out there like maybe rebranding it, but I like it a lot, like I said, because there's no like worrying about how long you have to hold your breath for, or if you're doing like the wrong counts or whatever. Just count of 4, visualizing a square going around. So again, it's an inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4. And then you could sit and wait 4 seconds before trying again. So I hope everybody had a chance to try that. Like I said, you could just repeat it until you feel calm. This is probably the one I do the most because I like focusing on having a count. It gives me something to do, and like I said, I like that it's even and you really can't like mess it up. So now that we've done some deep breathing, we're going to do a little bit more meditation. So the first kind of meditation we're going to do is mantra meditation. I'm also huge on mantras. Obviously, I told you breathe deeply and smile is my personal mantra. And especially with running and fitness, I use mantras all the time, and literally like for big races, we'll write like on my arm different mantras and talk to myself and stuff like that when times get tough. So I'm constantly telling myself to breathe because I think it's a really good reminder, and the first step of any reaction to a situation for me is a big deep breath. So for mantra meditation, again, just get in a comfortable position. Like I said, you could be sitting, you could be laying on the floor, whatever's comfortable, and I want you to close your eyes. So we're going to focus right now on something negative or stressful that's happening in your life, or maybe a stressful or worrisome situation that's in your near future. Maybe, like me, you've realized that today is December 5th, and Christmas, if you celebrate that, is only 20 days away, and you have only done Christmas shopping for yourself and not for anybody else. Or maybe you're hosting people or have an event to go to, or you have kids and there's lots of crazy things you have to do for the holidays for them, or bake cookies for school or whatever. So right now, just close your eyes, be in a comfortable position, think about something that's negative or stressful happening now or in the near future that you've been worrying about. And I want you to notice how your body feels. What areas do you notice that are beginning to tense up as you think about this situation, or that are already tense? Maybe like me, it's your shoulders. Maybe you feel tension in your neck or your jaw, or you're clenching your fists. Scan your body, starting from your head, through your face, like I said, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your back, your arms, your hands, coming down to your stomach, your hips, your knees, your legs, and then down to your toes. So after doing a big body scan, take a big inhale through your nose and focus, and then take a big exhale and release it all. Again, think about those areas that are tense. Take a big inhale, focus, and then take a big exhale and release it all. Now come back to stillness. Still have your eyes closed. Think about where you previously felt tension in your body. And I want you to send relaxation and love there. A little bit of hippy-dippy, but send some love there. Send some calmness, some bliss to those areas that are really tight. Inhale positivity and exhale negativity. Literally send all of those good vibes to those parts of your body that are feeling tense and tight and are carrying your stress. Let it all go. Now I'm going to have you repeat a mantra mentally, or you can repeat it out loud at least 3 times. If you have a different variation or a different mantra you want to add besides these ones that I have, that's totally fine, and you should go for it. So repeat these either in your head or out loud at least 3 times. I am well. I am at ease. I am filled with love. I am well. I am at ease. I am filled with love. I am well. I am at ease. I am filled with love. Giving everybody a moment. I always end it with a big inhale, big open mouth exhale. Sigh it all out. So that's a simple mantra meditation. Again, you're kind of like focusing on the tension and then trying to let that all go and focusing on a mantra. You can add any sort of mantra if you have one that you've used or a variation on the ones that I used. I like it. It's also a good way to meditate, I think, because sometimes people feel like they don't know where they should be thinking. And I think that repeating something in your head or out loud gives your mind something to do. Gives it like a little, not like a chore I was gonna say, but like just a little something to do so you don't feel like your mind's racing and you're like centered and focused on your intention for your meditation. That one can also be really short. Like I said, we just did it and it was only a couple minutes, but you could make it longer. You could repeat the mantras more or do more inhales and exhales. So that one's really good. The last meditation we're going to do is a body scan, which I've used a lot in my professional practice. I really like this one, and I like doing this one best lying down, but you can do it, like I said, sitting for like any of the other ones, or in any posture that's comfortable to you. This body scan, there's a bunch of them. If you just like Google body scan meditation, there's lots of different like scripts or audios of them. I've used a couple different ones. The one I'm going to do tonight is from the UCLA's Mindful Awareness Research Center. I can put the link when the live video post, I can put the link there because they actually have on their website an audio recording of this. So if you're not going to go back and listen to my voice in this video, you could always just go to this site. I really like using guided meditations. Like I said, Insight Timer is an app I use on my phone that's free. That is like a library of different guided meditations. And a body scan one's pretty, like, I think straightforward. I know, like I said, I'm a little hippy-dippy and can get down with like that, but sometimes people aren't into, certain visualizations, or they think it's corny, or maybe like, imagining that you're on a beach and the waves are crashing over you really doesn't do it for you. So there's a lot of resources and different guided meditations out there, but I really like the body scan one. Especially just for kind of calming your whole body and working on that mind-body connection. It's a super easy one to do. So I'm gonna read through it. Again, I prefer doing this lying down, but you could do it any positions that's comfortable for you. Lying down, sitting, or whatever's comfy. Maybe just sitting cross-legged or something. And I'm gonna read through the script. So close your eyes, get comfortable. This is going to be about a 3-minute meditation, so we'll get started. Begin by bringing your attention into your body. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can open them. Notice where your body is positioned, whether you're seated or lying down, feeling the weight of your body on the chair or on the floor. Take a few deep breaths. And as you take a deep breath, bring in more oxygen, enlivening the body. As you exhale, have a sense of relaxing more deeply. Big inhale, big open mouth exhale. Another big inhale, big open mouth exhale, relaxing into the chair or the floor. Maybe notice your feet on the floor. Notice the sensations of your feet touching the floor. The weight, the pressure, the vibration, the heat. Next, notice your legs against the chair or the floor. The pressure, pulsing, maybe the heaviness or the lightness. Notice your back against the chair. How does that feel? Bring your attention into your stomach area. If you notice that your stomach is tense or tightened, let it soften. Take a breath. Relax your stomach. Notice your hands. Are your hands tense or tight? Are they clenched? See if you can allow them to soften. Notice your arms. Feel any sensations in your arms. Let your shoulders be soft, away from your ears. Notice your neck and your throat. Let them be soft. Relax. Soften your jaw. Let your face and facial muscles be soft. Allow your tongue to just lay in your mouth, not clench towards the top of your mouth or towards the bottom. Now notice your whole body present. Take one more big breath here. Be aware of your whole body as best you can. Take a breath. A big open mouth exhale. Take another big inhale, big open mouth exhale. And then when you're ready, if your eyes were closed, gently blink them open. And start to come back to your present space, maybe by wiggling your fingers and your toes, and kind of coming back to the space where you are out of the meditation. So that's a basic body scan meditation. I find them really relaxing, especially, like I said, if I'm lying down and if it's a place that's dark or I turn the lights off. I like it a lot. It kind of, especially if I'm laying down, it's kind of reminiscent of a Shavasana kind of end of yoga class feeling, kind of releasing all that tension, noticing maybe where tension is. I think I'm always surprised. Obviously, like I said, I always know my shoulders are super tight and I'm always focused on them, but maybe noticing other places that are tight, like maybe I've noticed before that my hands are clenched, or that I feel tightness and tension in my jaw, or my tongue, and kind of releasing it from the roof of my mouth or something. So that's kind of maybe, I think it's a good way to become aware of maybe where you're carrying tension, or if you feel like, you know, maybe, oh, I'm not like tense or stressed, but like you're just carrying it somewhere in your body. I've also read before that like a lot of people carry the tension in their hips, which mine are always tight, so I don't know if it's tension or just running and not stretching enough. But I find there's a lot of hip tightness too, or some are maybe unexpected, maybe like in the meditation it says notice if your stomach's tense or anything. So I think that's a really nice one if you have, you know, 3 to 5 minutes or longer. After you finish the body scan, you could kind of lay there just taking breaths until you're ready to open your eyes, so you could lengthen it. I think it's super relaxing and it's super short. This one I actually did in one of my classes when I was in school for occupational therapy. My teacher she was certified in some sort of meditation. She had everybody do it, and I found it, most people found it super relaxing. Elizabeth and Nick are saying that it was relaxing. I think it is too, and it's kind of, like I said, it's really simple. You're just doing a body scan, and there's lots of scripts online, and I'll post the link to that UCLA page that has the guided meditation with the audio like that I just did. So again, the deep breathing exercises, just, you know, belly breaths, I'll call them. Then we did the box breathing, then there was mantra meditation, and then a body scan. Like I said, there's lots of other guided meditations and things out there. I find those really helpful, especially because, like I said, the biggest complaint I hear is that people feel that they can't clear their mind, or their mind is always racing. And I just want you to remember that like meditation is something that takes practice. Like I said, I'm kind of out of my routine of doing it, but when I was doing it more, the easier it got. The more that it was part of my routine and that I was practicing, it's weirdly like a skill. So, but don't let that deter you from using it. Just using some deep breathing or some mantra meditation, or just doing a quick body scan. And I like that Elizabeth said she heard about the hips too. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just an area, and I heard it especially like with women. I don't know if there's any like actual research to back that up, but we just hold a lot here. So I hope that you find this helpful, and just think of it, even if you can take like one type of thing you liked, or if you didn't, there's lots of other options to explore in meditation and deep breathing, and it doesn't need to be hard, or if you can't spare 10-20 minutes of your day, just taking even a minute to just do some breathing. Remember, literally calming your body, filling your lungs and belly. I think it's super helpful. So thank you to everybody who was commenting and joined me and all of that. Again, I'm Lauren from Breathe Deeply and Smile. So just remember me as the meditation deep breather. Again, you can follow me on Facebook at Breathe Deeply and Smile, or on Instagram at Breathe Deeply and Smile, or Twitter at Breathe Blog. And pretty much from social, you get lots of mindfulness stuff, running, food, travel. Always trying to keep it healthy and happy and balanced. And I hope that you can take some of this with you through the holiday season, and with you, and just some things to remember to help you kind of stay centered and calm and be able to focus on like the good parts of the holidays and having time with family and friends and fun, and not making it like some crazy stressful time of the year. So thanks for everybody who joined me. Again, I'll drop that link for the guided meditation. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me, or if they want like a copy of something that I did, or some other links or resources on meditation that I have, I'd be happy to share them. So thanks so much, and I had so much fun being on Facebook Live for the Fit Approach page for the Holiday Sweat Fest. Bye guys! Yay, thanks guys.